A name only gets you so far. Passion, discipline, hard work, humility. Those traits built my family's name, and I'm using them to carve my own legacy. I'm Hunter Labrada. It's my turn. It's no secret whether you have your shirt on or off that big, huge, rounded out delts are a very pleasing physical feature to have. That's one of the main aims of this workout, is to add mass to your shoulders. We're gonna be doing lots of laterals for that because that's definitely given me the best results over the years in terms of shoulder cap. For today's shoulder workout, we're gonna be focusing on two things. First off, we're gonna focus on a often undertrained part of your shoulder, the rear delt. And then from there, we're gonna go to side laterals. So the aim of this workout is to pre-exhaust your shoulders before going to a machine press. The premise behind that is you use the free weights to completely pre-exhaust the shoulders, and then once your shoulders are shot, we're gonna go to the machine and we're gonna be able to press your shoulders past the point of failure. We're keeping the pace up like I always do, 45 to 60 seconds worth of rest or long enough for your training partner to go. So first exercise for our shoulder workout today is going to be a bent over rear delt fly. For this exercise, we're going to perform 4 sets of around 15 reps, as in my experience, the higher reps really allow you to put a lot of blood in there and stress the muscle properly. Much in the same way when you do your side laterals, that you want to bring them out slightly in front of you and then, like I like to say, dump them out like they're water bottles or something. You're going to want to do the same thing with this. You're going to want to stay over the dumbbells. You're not going to want to jerk. You're going to want to lift the weight up and truly dump it out as you come up. What that's going to do is it's going to really isolate your rear delt. At the top of the rep, it should almost feel like someone's shoving an ice pick in there. So moving on from those bent over rear delt flies, we're going to go to cable side laterals. For this exercise, we're going to do 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. You're going to notice I might do them a little differently than you've seen before. A, because I'm kind of hanging off the cable machine, and then B, I'm doing them behind my back. The reason I like to hang off the machine is it creates a point of stress, if you will, like kind of overloads the muscle at the bottom until you get it past a certain point, and then it becomes a little easier again. As far as from why I do it behind my back, whenever you do cables in front of you, you have a propensity to pull it back like this, and it becomes more of a rear delt and back exercise than it does a shoulder exercise. Doing it behind you really allows you to bring it slightly forward and truly dump it out with the cable, keeping tension on it the whole time. Moving on from those cable side laterals, we're gonna go to a Smith machine shoulder press. For this exercise, we're gonna do 4 sets of 10 reps. The reason I'm using a Smith machine or a hammer strength shoulder press, if you have one, is that by this time, after doing those rear delts and those side laterals, your shoulders are considerably taxed and your stabilizer muscles are starting to not be where they used to when they started the workout. What that means is you won't be able to stabilize free weight to the point where you're able to use your shoulders to the complete point of failure. So we utilize the machine to be able to drive to that point of failure because you're not having to stabilize anything. You're allowed to put 100% of the effort into moving the weight and feeling it in your shoulders. A couple things to keep in mind on this is we're going to want to bring the weight all the way to your chin. It's going to be a little bit past parallel with your arm right here. It's going to be right to there. Do not take it to your chest. It's going to place a ton of stress on your front delts, your rotator cuff, and your AC joint. But you definitely want to get a full range of motion to about your chin. Another thing to keep in mind is when you're pressing it, the second you get it past your forehead, try and stick your head through the window a little. What that's going to do is it's going to activate your traps and really lock you in and allow your shoulder to completely contract at the top of the rep. We're going to go to a reverse pec deck for our rear delts. For this exercise, we're going to be doing 3 sets of 15 reps. I'm going to do this a little differently than you might have seen before. I'm a relatively short guy, 5'8", 5'9" on a good day. I'm going to drop the seat all the way to the bottom. What that's going to do is it's almost going to put your face in that pad, which is good because I don't want your face on it. I want you looking slightly up and with your head off it. What that's going to do is going to keep your chest out and really allow you to isolate your rear delts. What you'll also notice is I didn't use the handles on the machine because from my experience, they're low enough to where you can truly row it with your back. We're going to grip it up here and truly bring it out and isolate your rear delt. That's the only muscle that can move the weight whenever your hands are that high. From there, we're going to move on to seated side laterals. For this exercise, we're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. At this point, your shoulders should be completely wrecked, so we're going to be using a little bit lighter weight here, going for higher reps, aiming to just really fill the shoulders up with blood. You'll notice whenever I'm at the bottom of the rep, I bring them completely underneath me, almost together. What that allows you to do is it stretches you the most possible, and then also it allows you to have the greatest range of motion. You should never, ever, ever be past 90 degrees with your back. You are obviously bent over to get them underneath you. Try and keep that angle as much as possible, because keeping that angle, like I said, is going to really isolate your middle delt. To implement this into your current training routine, take your current shoulder workout and replace it with this one. If you have any questions about this workout in specific, or training and nutrition in general, don't hesitate to ask. Just get on Body Space and find me at Hunter Labrada, all lowercase, no spaces. And for more content like this, keep on coming back to Bodybuilding.com.